Hey, you all right?
To drive down there, there's a problem with my dog. She just collapsed. She's not eating or drinking, and we couldn't carry her back up.
For those of you who haven't seen it yet, this is my truck cab camper. And today I want to show you guys one of the most recent additions that I've added to this. Setpower just sent me a new portable refrigerator and freezer unit. It's really going to change how I go about truck cab camping, what we're able to do on this channel, and I thought it was worth sharing with you guys. So pretty excited to have this unit. First of all, I do want to go over a little bit about it. I know Setpower because I've looked into these units before, and when this unit came in, I was really surprised at the build quality. Yeah, the build quality, I think they really upped their game, because I have looked at their older unit and they were pretty inexpensive, but I think the build quality wasn't necessarily the best either. And I don't know if it was anything like this, but this thing is solid. I mean, it is entirely made, for the most part, of plastic, aside from, and probably really smartly, the handles. But despite being made purely of plastic, it is actually incredibly sturdy. I can set my full weight on top of this and it doesn't feel like it's bending or bowing or budging at all. So yeah, I'm impressed with that, that's for sure. Additionally, this latch is made of plastic. I think if you were to break anything on this, assuming that the refrigeration unit itself is gonna hold up long term, if there were something that was gonna fail on this unit, I can tell you right now, it's probably gonna be those latches. There's one more thing. Yeah, the other thing was the gasket. So the gasket in here is foam, which I think they could have used a rubber or a silicone, and that would have been a little better. Over time, the foam's probably gonna get tore up, but that's easily replaceable. You could do that yourself, so I don't really care about that so much. So for now, I just got this today, and here's pretty much the setup. I kind of store it in the back of my pickup. I have a really great space right in the back of here, and that's pretty much where I plan to put it. Right now, I kind of stacked it on top of my muck boots, but I am gonna put a little platform down here so it sits nice and level. But we're gonna have it out here today just so I can get some better light on it. But yeah, that unit from now on is gonna be sitting right in the back of my pickup. So here's more or less how I'm gonna operate it. This will probably change a little bit as I get used to it. So what I plan on doing for now is I'm gonna operate this unit off of my truck when it's running. And I'm gonna do that just by plugging in the DC cable that it came with directly into my truck's cigarette lighter. Of course, I don't want this unit to drain my pickup. So when I turn my vehicle off, I am gonna have a secondary setup that I'm gonna plug it into. And so what I'm gonna do is use a 750 watt power inverter, hook that up to my marine battery, and then that is gonna be used to charge the unit when the vehicle's off. So one of the reasons I didn't go out and buy one of these is because they were pretty much just purely refrigerators. And this one in particular has one of the most useful features I think you can have when you're out somewhere in the remote wilderness, and that is a freezer function. So looking in on this unit, it has a divider that's partitioning the freezer and the refrigerator portion of it. And if we wanted to, we could actually completely remove this divider, allowing us to turn this into purely a refrigerator or purely a freezer. Really the big reason that I wanted to have a freezer itself is because when I go out and get game, I can process it, freeze it, and transport it while being cooled back to my house, which to me is incredible, and it's gonna really increase the quality of my meat that I'm keeping and really change how I can do things on this channel. So now I can go on really long-term trips and plan to bring things home. I can also bring a lot more food with me. So because I know I'm gonna get these questions in the comments, here is all the specs for the products. And so a big thank you to Setpower for sending that to me. I am gonna get a ton of use out of that in the truck cab camper. Now, I am just waiting for my friend Mike to join me. He should be coming down the road pretty soon here. So once Mike shows up, we're gonna make a recipe on this channel that I've wanted to make for a long time now. So we're just waiting on him at this point. Hold on a second. Hey, you all right?
If your truck, or if your truck can make it down that trail, to drive down there, there's a problem with my dog. She just collapsed, and we couldn't carry her back up.
It just can't walk? Is it maybe
Yeah,
heat? Yeah, no problem. I hope everything turns out all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
Good. All right, no problem. Have a good night. So we had quite the turn of events here. So I got everything ready. I was waiting for this guy right here. So this is my good friend Michael. One day I will show you his truck camper rig. It's pretty sweet. It's got a little more features than I do. A couple kayaks up there. He's actually got a nice bed platform in here. Anyway, so there was another couple who was going down to a campsite and their dog collapsed from heat exhaustion. So he came to ask if I could bring my pickup. So we ended up driving all the way down this trail, managed to get down there, get his dog. It looked like heat exhaustion to me. We got the dog in AC, I gave her some ice packs, and she's drinking water now. So I think she's gonna be okay, but man, now that the dog is safe and on the way to a vet, we're gonna get right to our meal. Luckily, we are preparing something that is so easy to do. We're gonna make a ceviche, and often I can't do this because everything just goes bad so quickly, but because we have a portable refrigerator and freezer, we're gonna be able to make this meal. So let's get right to it.
Fucking Mike's cooking corner over here. Today we're gonna prepare ourselves a fresh shrimp ceviche. Now the lime and the orange have citric acid, and that's gonna denature the proteins.
So cleansing.
We're in the woods. This is rustic.
All right, ceviche's done. That was simple enough for me. All I had to do was film. Mike handled the rest. Typically with ceviche, you let it sit for at least 30 minutes, but because of that whole event that took place helping that dog out, I don't have enough time.
Good and good for you.
It's good?
We can keep this cold till tomorrow too.
Yeah.
I think it could be better, but I mean, I'd want to experiment with different, actually measure the amount of lime juice and stuff I'm using.
A lot of times when I cook, I just wing it.
I do too, but for consistency's sake, I think this one could use a little more tomato, less avocado. Although I love avocado, so I'm not complaining.
Brought the recipe with me, but I forgot the measuring cup, and who really wants to measure that much when you're out here?
No. It does beat the hell out of cooking a hot meal right now.
It's actually, as long as you can keep everything cold, this is a perfect camping meal.
All right, man. Well, till next time.
Hey, yeah, it was good to see you.
Yeah. Some striper fishing needs to happen soon.
Oh yeah, I'm going this week.
Yeah, for sure. Just let me know.
All right, see you, man. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was definitely an interesting day. I mean, we saved a dog, prepared an awesome meal while out camping, and got to visit good buddy. Thank you to Setpower for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want to get this unit yourself, you can pick it up. There's going to be a link down below. I think you're going to get 10% off. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. I don't know what we're going to be doing now, but let me know what you want to see me do this summer, and I am going to do my best to do it. Unfortunately, there's so many things that I want to do and so little time to do it, but that's kind of how it goes. Have a good night.